Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Today I'm just doing an unboxing of this link2cell Panasonic headset that I bought. This model is the 5 headsets plus a base unit. It's kx-tg785 is this model number. This particular set came from Sam's Club and they had it on sale. I think it's like 100 something, but it was on sale for 99 plus a $20 tech savings. But anyway, brought it down to like 83 bucks or something. I think it was 79 bucks plus tax. So you do the math. Anyway, it's supposed to be the Bluetooth and it links to your cell phones. This is how the base unit will look out of the box. That's what will be on your counter or on your wall. And this one, as I said, came with the 5 headsets. It does come with the AA batteries or AAA batteries that come with it. The rest of the stuff in here is just hardware, the plugs. Everything else in here is nothing to be concerned with. These are just the clips for the headsets, so you can clip it to your belt. But the rest of the stuff in here is just hardware. So what we're going to do is, let me take another good look at it. That's what we got. I'm going to put it together and get them hooked up to my cell phones, and I'll let you know how it goes, how easy it is to do, and maybe do a brief review on to get them set up. I know there's a few other people kind of doing reviews on here, so I won't get too in depth in it, because there are several people on YouTube doing reviews on these and setup guides. So anyway, that's that unboxing of this. Let's go ahead and get it hooked up, and then I'll get back with you. Hey guys, welcome back. Just continuing on our review we were doing with our link2cell new home phones. I set them up and they're pretty decent. I'm going to get into depth with that in a second, but I was able to cancel my home phone, which was costing us in excess of 58 bucks a month. So that in itself was pretty awesome. It seems to be working out pretty good. Again, we're talking about the Panasonics, and let me see if I can get your model number up there somewhere. Where is that model number? There it is. Model number kx-tg785 SK. That's the one I got. It's actually very detailed. I actually pulled up the directions online because the book obviously it's going to have small letters. I just feel more comfortable looking up the instructions to it online because it's easier for me to read. I can blow it up. And getting older, so my eyesight's not what it used to be. But here's the one that came with the book. So if you want to look that up, that is the unit, and I can try to find a link, and the link that I found, and I'll try to put it below in my description. If not, you can just Google it, and it comes up. It's actually I found it on a page where you have to go all the way to the bottom, and then it tells you owner's manual at the bottom of the page. I was able to pull it up. It's very in depth. This unit actually has a lot of features, so much so I got to a point. It was 100 pages, and when I got to like page 30, I figured out what I would use the phone for the most, and just didn't need to worry about whatever the rest of the nonsense was. A lot of it, some of it had to pertain to landlines, which I canceled mine, so I won't have to worry about that, obviously. But it has some neat features. My overall opinion of it is the sound quality of incoming caller ID isn't that great. It's not as good as my AT&T phones that I had before. I think the AT&T phones were a little nicer. These seem a little cheaper. Not saying they're a bad phone. I'm going to keep them because I like them. They work. But if I could have kept my old phones, they're a little bit more easier to operate than these. These you have to always, if you have 2 cell phones linked to it, you have to make sure you go to that. You have to dial the phone number first and then go to the cell phone you want to use to call out. So there's several more steps. Another downfall to it is there's really no 911 service. A landline will have when you call 911, they will have your address right away. calling from this. It's a cell phone, so they're just going to get a tower. So if you have a problem, you pretty much are going to have to explain your whole address, where you are, and everything else. They're not going to know, so you can't do a 911 hang up if you're in trouble. So that was another thing that I wasn't very happy about, but I guess that comes with the territory. The other things that are good about it's great. It does work great with both my wife's phone and my phone. I have an S8, she has an S9. It works fine with them. There are some pretty cool features on it. Like I said, they're so in depth that you just got to read the book, because there's so many features to it. Read the operator's manual, which I knew. I'm not one to really do that myself. I just plug it in and play with it. And I did. I got pretty far with it. There was a couple of things I figured out on how to add into the phone book and different things. That's another thing too. You would think that if it's working on Bluetooth for your phones, it would take in the numbers like your car. If you go in your car and you put it on Bluetooth, it'll pull your phone book up. It'll ask if you want to download the phone book to your radio in your car, and you can do that, and that's great. So, but with these, it doesn't do it. You've got to add every contact in there. Like somebody calls you, you can add the phone book. It doesn't pull the phone book from your cell phones to the headsets or to the base unit. You have to add everything separately. That was a little challenging. Those are just a couple things I found. There's a lot of speed. They call them speed digit, whatever, codes that you can put in that'll go directly if you're working with your headset and you just want to program it that way. There's all these codes. The main two you really want to know right in the beginning to get your phones paired is you want to do push the menu button from your headset and push in 6241, and that will bring up the pairing situation. So you have your phone already, turn on your Bluetooth, hold it down, and then when you go to the 6241, the pound 6241, it'll start searching for your cell phone, and it should get your first one on pretty easy. When you go to your second one, it's just off one digit. It's 6242. That will log your second cell phone. So now you're in business. Keeping a home phone obviously is great if you use it for whatever reason. I think they're really fading out, the home phones these days, but I had no problem getting rid of mine. I was paying, like I said, in excess of 58 to 60 bucks a month to get spam calls every day, and the only reason I was keeping it was for the convenience to have a headset in so many rooms in my house. This set actually came with 5 sets. I was actually able to put one in the garage, so when I'm working on the cars and working on with other things out in the front of the house, I can hear the phone ringing even if I don't have my cell phone with me. So that's always a great feature. There it goes. I just got a call. So there you go. Just got a call. Hold on, I'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, I'm back. That was pretty ironic that phone call came in. That was my wife calling my cell phone, which rang in my office, which is great. I didn't have to get up and run into the kitchen to look for the phone, which I usually, my kitchen's quite a ways from here, and I never make the 4-ring minimum before I get there, so I have to call her back. But that was funny. It came in right on schedule, I guess. I don't mean on schedule because it wasn't, I didn't plan for that. It just happened, but it was right and a great time so you guys could hear the ring to it. Anyway, where did I leave off? The phone itself is a good phone. It seems like it works great. That just showed you right there one example where it's going to come in very handy, and that's the most part. I was talking about how I got away from my home phone, and the only reason I was keeping the home phone was for the convenience of having a phone in every room in the house. Now I actually have one extra headset that I can actually have one in the garage, so I don't have to carry my cell phone with me all over the house and worry about missing calls or whatever. Business calls, anything, things that you need to really be there for. You need to be answering the phone calls. So overall, it's a pretty good product. I showed you some of the things that I didn't like about it. I gave you a tip on how to get your phones linked to your cell phones. I am going to leave a description. I'm going to go look at that owner's manual back up. There's a lot of codes that you could do from your headphone that'll be a menu, pound, and then a number, and it'll bring you straight to those features. That's something great to download this to your desktop if you're, for the first little while you're getting these phones hooked up. They're very confusing. It's a lot of features on this phone. I mean, a lot. If you don't need your home phone, it could save you $60 a month. These phones cost me $84. So within a month and a half, they're going to be paid for, and then it's just going to be profit from there on out because I won't be paying that monthly home phone bill. Don't really mind it anymore. People are going to call my home phone. It's going to say it's disconnected, but more and more people these days are turning off their landlines and going with their mobile phones. You have unlimited minutes on most carriers, I would imagine. So there's really no reason for a home phone anymore. I was justifying as keeping it for my fax machine, but you can just scan it into an email nowadays, and just about everybody's got an email address. So you use the scan it to your computer, and then email it out instead of faxing it, which is instantaneous as well. An email goes within just a few seconds to the other person, and they can print it out there just as easy as printing it out on the printer or the fax machine. So it's all the same to me in the long run. Anyway, it's a pretty decent unit. So far, now keep in mind, I've only had it a couple days. So far, it's been fine. Seems to be working as described. Any other updates with it, I'll let you know. But if you do want to read the manual, which I highly, advise you to do, I will put the link in the description below to the manual, because I'm going to go find it and try to find that link for you guys. But if you like your phone, let me know. If you just, there's some things about it you just don't like, before let me know, please. I'd love to hear it. And these are relatively new to the market, so we're still getting. Here we go. Here comes a text message.
Text message from Bobby Cameron Week.
And there you go. There's a text message that just came through to my phone, and I'm in my office and I heard it here. It's not the clearest, but I can look over it. The phone lights up. I can see who it is. But if you're not near the phone, you might not get it. But anyway, guys, I'm Frank Connors. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hope it helped you a little bit at least. If you have any comments, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. I continue to do different products and different projects that I do around. So I want you guys to have a great day. Be safe out there, and we'll see you on the next video.